And also, speaking of breaking the rules, every once in a while, we all follow the rules with health. We work out, we eat right. But then we find ourselves at the drive-thru ordering some curly fries and a cheeseburger. So we have life and health coach Heather Lehman here to help us out with that. Now, Heather, one of the catchphrases that you work with is "Yay treats," right?
Yay treats.
Exactly.
I love it. Does it have chocolate in it?
It can.
It
for
can.
you. See,
So
look at she gets so lit up, like, yay treats!
Yeah.
And that's the exact excitement that's behind it. Just because the same thing you're saying for the drive-through, like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, yay treats! I'm going to go do this. Or it's chocolate for someone, or it's sleeping in for somebody else. So we have a lot of different ways that we set up treats, but the problem is we've made changes usually to try to get to a big reward. So maybe I'm trying to run a 5K, or maybe I'm just trying to get my pants to be a little looser on a regular basis. Right?
Yeah.
So that's my reward. And when we start getting into these yay treats, well, I just get farther away from my reward. So what I try to get people to do is, how do I get my reward to be the treats, so that I stop doing all these other behaviors and really focus in, so that when my pants are a little looser, then I am like, oh, yay, treat. Like, that's exciting. That's really great.
Right.
Or when I cross the finish line of my 5K, yay, treat, I did it. I feel fantastic.
But Heather, I know, like, when I personally start saying I'm going to eat right, I'm going to do great this time, I'm confused why, I end up succumbing to that crumb cake or whatever. So why do we do that?
Treats. Well, everybody gets really excited. And so excitement really will only carry you so far. And sometimes we don't plan really well. We just say, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to get rid of every bad habit I was doing, which doesn't work in the long haul. So the big thing when we are trying to reorganize this treat process for ourselves is really looking at, okay, kind of big picture, what is I want? What is my reward? Because that has to then become my treat, but it really becomes the way that you frame it in your head, and you've got to buy into it. Also, you have to really
And how do we remind ourselves of that?
Well, I think it's connecting the dots, because we forget, because these things are long processes, and we're used to, like, I want something fun, and I want a fast result, and it's going to be easy, and this is going to be fantastic. But truly, as we get a little bit older, like, these results we're looking for are a little more evasive, and it takes longer. It takes more diligence. So I think you have to connect the dots, because when I say, yay, treats, it's a drive-through, then I have to remember, wait, is this treat getting me closer to my reward? Oh, well,
No,
if I'm trying to fit into my pants better, this drive-through is not.
Is that really do it? Yeah.
Is that a treat? Well, I mean, if you're really actually practicing some self-kindness and self-compassion, doing things that take you farther off track are not treats. So then we have to start reframing. So if I want to run a 5K, what is a treat? Maybe it's new shoes, or maybe it's just fun knee socks, or maybe going to an extra yoga class to try to stretch my legs out after I've been running a lot.
So you're almost just changing the definition of treats that's in your mind frame. But is it possible to sort of change that definition, like, permanently? Because, I mean, that should be the goal of us all, I think.
Right. Not really. And that's the bad news of it, is you're going to have to work for it, because we have to continually remind ourselves, because if you're really trying to change your behavior long term, and that's the problem, oh, look, I went on this diet, I lost all this weight, and now I'm not doing any of those behaviors. You've got to buy into it regularly and remind myself, where am I trying to go? What are my treats now? What is the ultimate reward I'm looking for? Because you have to continually do that, because our mind is like, ooh, let's go back to sleeping in. That was really fun. But then we have to say, no. So you're always
It's not like you just tell yourself the definition of the street is different, and then all of a sudden it is. It's a work in progress.
Exactly. It's a process. It is not a product.
What are examples of some treats? I mean, you mentioned shoes, which of course caught my eye.
I like that.
Exactly. Everybody's got a different currency of what their treats are.
That's right.
I think people have the most success when they tie an emotion to a treat. So if I run a 5K, it's not necessarily that I get a T-shirt, because I already got some T-shirts. But if I have my two boys at the finish line, then I have the pride that they're going to watch me, and I get to, you know, have this feeling of accomplishment and these really great feelings. You know, I'm very happy because they can see this is how we live a healthier life. Or loose jeans, it's really not about the jeans, they're just jeans, but it's how cool I feel all day in my loose jeans.
Yep.
So it's really the feeling. So the more that we can make our treats kind of feeling bound, then the more motivating that is.
And that's a great idea too. When you're going through that drive-through, you're saying, "How is this treat going to make me feel?" And then that
You
would kind of
bet.
remind you whether or not it's a good treat or if it's a bad treat.
And I love the idea that how good am I going to be to myself? And that Sunday is not being good to myself. I love that.
Absolutely. It's the bottom line, and I truly think everything within my business is all about self-love. And if I love myself, am I going to give myself something that's going to take me farther away from what's going to make me happy, which inherently is just going to make me sad or feel bad about myself.
As opposed to depriving myself. Now I'm loving myself instead with this.
Right, and that sort of, it's a scarcity versus abundance mentality of giving yourself these good things. You're still giving yourself things and you're getting something great out of it, but it's really taking good care of yourself.
And that kind of goes down to that very basic idea of positive reinforcement, right? You catch more bees with honey type thing. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, except you're doing it with yourself.
Right, and then you also have to be very mindful because it's what we're teaching our kids also.
I love that. It was such great stuff. Thank you so much, Heather.
Thank you very much.
Good information, and definitely good to remind yourself of that all the time. So if you want more information about Heather Lehman, just go to our website, or you can always call our hotline. Now,